Last time on Final Fantasy III, we saved the Fire Crystal from Gutsgo the Rogue in his silliest possible form, and then we came back here to the Dwarven Hollows with the horns in hand, but I didn't actually give the horns back. I neglected doing that because, well, had to send a letter. That was mighty important, so now we're actually going to do that. I've already been in ESL, so this probably isn't... Wow, that really wasn't useful. Good thing I got new jobs for this, because, yeah. We just got a magic key. It's really not good, and the horns are just back all of a sudden, and also, I may or may not have forgotten to check the Dwarven Vault that was blocked by a boulder, but we'll just assume it's still there and they won't give us stuff. Who are you? Oh, dead. I like how they were turned around. Like, they came into this room to converse the moment that guy came in, and then they just turned around, as if they didn't notice him before. Oh no, Tokal! Which one was that again? Oh right, it was the town that was already kind of destroyed-ish. Wink, wink, oh! He died giving us a very obvious bit of advice. Have a scholar, or things might not go too well. Of course, you could ignore that advice, and things might go okay, and in fact, scholar's not going to come in that useful, but if you didn't already stop by Castle Argus for various supplies, then I suggest you do so now, because it does have some equipment for scholars, which you might find useful. You know, give the scholar a few books to beat stuff up with, and oh look, a couple of tornadoes, they're sea elementals. You better believe these guys are weak to lightning, but you also better believe that they're very weak by this point, so Wind Slash one guy, there he goes. Wind Slash is a very damaging thing. Yeah! Wow, he's so weak that he just got destroyed by the book beat down. None shall survive! Wow, I can't believe that gigantic sea elemental tornado thing got beaten up by a nerd. Oh well, onward we go. I don't need to stop by Castle Argus, of course, because we did that a lot earlier. Well, not that much earlier. Seems earlier for me, but it's only been a few parts overall. Alright, people of Tokal, I'm here to save you. What needs to be done in order for you people to be saved? Oh, well, you can't move because you're knocked out for reasons. We just all had a fainting spell. Oh no, Mario Knights! Wood floorings? Really? We've been imprisoned. Let's investigate to find out just how imprisoned we are. I don't know, it's kinda hard to tell. There's a cage right here. We're pretty imprisoned. Except we can also just casually walk through that wall. That's great. It's fantastic. Oh, look, the king's here. Well, it looks like it actually wasn't Argus being evil, but this Hein guy is kind of coming in and being all evil and taking some soldiers, and now we're somewhere. I presume this is Castle Hein, but it's not exactly the kind of castle I thought I'd see. Please murder him for me. Yeah, I was gonna do that anyway. You don't need to ask me twice. Alright, what's in this room? Oh, I love this. Oh, that's interesting. Yes. Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, by the way, I'm a demon! Alright, so demons aren't too tough. They're weak to light attacks, but I doubt you're gonna have any of that. And yes, I meant to say light and not lightning. And there he goes. See what I tell ya. Quick win slash, and he's gone. Right, with that being done, we defeated that very witty soldier. Defeating Hein, well, surprise! I don't know why, I just love that dialogue so much. Oh, well, I'm so glad all these doorways are open. Oh, there is a hole in the corner there, isn't there? Oh, and he's dead, giving me a spell that I A, don't like, and B, don't even need, because I already have it on my magic list. Oh dear, kinda feel bad for him. Now, on the bright side, don't worry, this isn't a full mini-section. Oh no, another one of those comes later, but this works like Toad in that you just have to mini in order to waste 2 points of MP. But thankfully, since I have Onion Knight now, that's not nearly as big a deal as it was when I was a Red Mage. I mean, I had a better sense of style when I was a Red Mage, but you know what? I will sacrifice it for good MP. So, Castle Hein. I was gonna talk about Castle Hein, and then I got interrupted. That Tornado Eye thing is called a Lemur. Yeah, that's fantastic, right? Okay, so, of course, like the demon, these pharaohs are undead, so they're weak to light attacks. They can also cause blind with their attacks. That's not fun. And they know the spell poison, which is also not fun. In general, you better stab these mummies, because they're not fun. Don't invite them to your party. They will just blind everyone and then slowly kill them with poison, as mummies are wont to do. Oh yeah, and those lemur guys that I killed fairly easily are also undead, so again, weak to lights and healing attacks. And I don't really think they do anything other than that, so not a huge threat. Don't know why I didn't go for the Pharaoh first, really. So you're seeing the common trend here that things here are undead. You might want to take note of that. It might be pretty important. So, Hein's Dungeon itself. It's got decent music. Yeah, you know what? I kind of enjoy this song. Not one of my favorites for sure, but it's uncommon and it's catchy enough where it's not really boring or anything. Well, I wouldn't describe it as catchy, but it's not dull like some of the other songs, so it's okay. Dungeon itself, pretty good design. Oh yeah, that's not special water or anything like that. That's just decoration, which looks pretty cool. I like that blue. I mean, granted, this area is a little bit brown. I would have preferred a little more green, considering these are tree roots, I guess. Don't know why these are here. It's a very odd castle, if you ask me. But, you know, even if it is a little on the brown side, I think it's actually not a bad-looking dungeon. I mean, this would benefit to, you know, not be Final Fantasy III. Like, if they actually put effort into their other ports of this game, actually tried to make it look good instead of just giving it slightly higher resolution, you know, they could really do something with some of these dungeons, especially the later ones. Like, the beginning of dungeons are all kind of dull caves, but later on they're at least fairly unique, so they had just a little bit of extra creativity. They really could have done something with these. Alright, this is Dullahan. Dullahan's gonna attack twice. Isn't that just fun? Don't you like it with the— oh my god. Apparently, Dullahan really likes beating up nerds. Alright, so yes, Dullahan can cast Thunder and attacks twice per turn, so bit of a tough enemy right here. You're gonna want to be careful of these guys. They'll appear alone, and that's pretty much the only advantage you got over them, but they are also not undead, so actually, is the other type of enemy undead? No, only the first three enemies are undead. I mean, granted, that's 3 to 2, but yeah, still. I guess it's not exactly a common trend that everything here's undead because, well, not everything here's undead. A majority, but not all. So that was Dullahan. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like her stats were that amazing. About 1,000 health, I think. I forget if I also run into the final enemy here, but we'll save that for later. Let's see. talked about it aesthetic-wise. I mean, map design's alright. I kind of prefer my map design to be sort of between linear and very complex, because I don't want something overly complex, because then you're just trying to figure out, oh, do I go down this path or that path all the time, and it's not really all that fun. You know, add some alternate routes, you know, a few passages, and it's pretty good. Then again, linearity is just boring. I mean, everyone knows the old Final Fantasy XIII joke. Oh, it's all hallways. Oh, but it gets better at Grand Pulse, except that's just the side quest area. But anyway, I'm ranting about different games. I tend to do that a lot. Okay, this is definitely my favorite looking area, and there's nothing like this in the NES version. This is damn cool, and I really wish there was more of this in this dungeon. Like, majority of the dungeon should have been this area. Again, not the best looking, because Final Fantasy III DS, not the best looking game in general, but it's still pretty cool overall. Sadly, though, is there another one of the sections like that? I don't think there are. They're also the most simplistic sections, so sadly, didn't spend a lot of time in them. Ah well, at least this dungeon's fairly short. That's an advantage. Oh, you're a skull man. How did anybody trust you? Did you have a face before? Oh, shut up, Skullman.
Oh yes, the power of darkness is like a fine wine. It gets better with your blood.
Okay, this is Hein. So, as per usual, attacks twice. That should be obvious by now. Every boss does that. Other than Lantern, which is a tortoise. As for stats, he's got 4,500 HP, 47 attack, 26 defense, and he's got a bunch of different spells: Blizzara, Confuse, Poison, and Sleep. And of course, he has the Barrier Shift ability, which is what that random dying dude was talking about. Yeah, see what he did right there? He will just change his weakness at random, so if he's weak to fire at the beginning, then he'll be weak to ice after, well, it doesn't have to be weak to ice, it'll be a random element. Heck, I think there's also a chance that it's the same element that he's weak to after a barrier shift, though don't quote me on that, I don't know. Of course, here's the major problem here. I have a Scholar. As I said before, I'm not really fond of the Scholar's magic-using abilities. Like, for this fight, I probably could have used some of the Zeus's Wrath and Bomb Arm, or whatever those are. I forget what those are, but either way, I probably should have used items, but my Scholar is also the same as what my Black Mage is, i.e. I can't use a Black Mage. Probably would not suggest doing that, to be honest. You should probably have them as separate characters, so that your Scholar can identify what the weakness of Hein is, and then you can actually do something about it, unlike here, because he's weak to ice, and yeah, that does a pitiful amount of damage. Pitiful, I say, and oh no, you've blinded Xavier! Whatever am I going to do about that? Because Xavier relies so much on physical accuracy. On the bright side, I don't have to worry about wasting a turn to unblind him. You know, he can just haphazardly throw random, what do they call them, spells? Terrain effects, that's what the game calls them. Come on, there's an actual name for that, Self. So yeah, major problem. I really should have come in with a better strategy. I mean, technically speaking... Oh, you jerk, don't confuse me, please. Oh, damn it. Or sleep, anyone, rather. Oh, wow, thanks for that. I shall put you to sleep. Okay, now wake up. What the hell was the point of that, dude? Come on. Alright, but anyway, yeah, what I was gonna say before was, I guess I could use Dante's Black Magic, but honestly, I'd rather just have him on healing duty. Because if he's not on healing duty, then it has to be Ayla, and Ayla's doing some pretty good damage as it is. Also, why did I do this with somebody else? No, past me, what are you doing? Come on. Did you forget about the ability Item Lore? Actually, I probably did. I probably completely... Oh, god damn it. I mean, I know that William has his weakness and all. He's able to identify whatever his weakness is. But come on, really? You're just gonna beat up the nerd like that? Oh my god. That did so much more damage than William's black magic. That's kind of embarrassing. Though, to be fair, if I had just used that item as William, I would have done, well, I wouldn't have done any damage because William's fucking dead now. Look at him, just lying there, face full of dirt and words. Let's wake him up because, quite frankly, that sounds unpleasant. Also, if you're wondering, I'm using Phoenix Down as Xavier because I don't want to accidentally kill him with any sort of terrain effect. Like, I might wind slash him to death, and thank goodness for the cover ability. He's still trying to beat up that nerd. Also, thank goodness that Barrier Shift is not an automatic thing and he has to trigger it himself. Because that does waste a turn for him, and I'm A-okay with that. I'm always A-okay with that sort of thing, turn wasting, you know. Oh, by the way, Hein, you said you were interested in the power of darkness, right? Because I have something you might actually be interested in. Shoot, it's in my back pocket. Oh, here it is! Shadow Flare, motherfucker! Eat it, nerd! Oh, I had so many takes against this boss. So ending it with Shadow Flare was basically the best thing. Because that would have been the death of him even if I started the battle with it. More or less, anyway. And... thump! I love that. Just falls over, disappears. Alright, we're done here. I owned him that hard. Shadow flared him so hard he just pratfall. Disappeared from existence. No villain speech or anything like that. Just fucking dead. He was a skeleton before, so now he's double dead. Oh yeah, by the way, we're talking to a tree right now. And Hein's castle was actually this tree, which can move around. And it was that thing he saw moving around the desert, which looked like an horrible, unanimated tornado thing. Yeah, Hein's castle's just awkwardly moving around the world map. Oh, guess we're leaving now. Listen guys, thanks for the help, but at the same time, please go away. I really don't like it when people move all around inside me. It feels kinda gross. Just imagine if what you ate started getting up and moving around your stomach. It wouldn't feel good, so please, I don't want to see your faces ever again. Just take that fang and be gone. You don't even get to access this spot on the world map. Technically speaking, I don't exist. I'm just a tree. Guess which one I am on the world map and you win a prize. The prize of I don't care. Come on, Warriors of Light. Shoo! Go! I'm a tree, I need my sleep. Gonna sleep for like 1,000 years. Exactly. Yeah, I'd imagine there's something down there. I mean, it'd be kinda weird if this entire planet were just a bunch of clouds and one tiny little sky continent. Alright, now we're just here. Don't know how we got here, but whatever. We are near the town of Tokol, so we'll just walk. Damn tree couldn't even give us a ride over. Alright, well, I suppose we'll just go right over here to the Vikings Cove. It's a good halfway point between here and where we're going to go next. And I mean, I do have to send a letter, so let's get to doing that. Do this and end off this part, which I guess was fairly big because we rescued a tree and killed Hein, who was a fairly big villain, I guess. Oh. You know, now I'm kind of sad I missed that letter. I think something like this is in order. feel like we have a lot of stuff to catch up on, so, you know, I'm gonna cover a fair few things about that, you know, just to ease her worries. Make sure she doesn't have to worry about Xavier, who she certainly doesn't have a crush on. Definitely not. Why would you even think that? Well, that's it. Next time on Final Fantasy III, King Argus is finally free, so maybe we should get around to getting that airship. It's been long enough, right?